Okay, so here we go with session number 22. It's about the age of Alexander Pope. Okay, the age of Alexander Pope. Before this, we discussed Alexander Pope's life and we discussed some of his works. The age of Alexander Pope is also called the classical age. Kazamia said it is for the sake of convenience and according to a tradition which dates back to the end of the 18th century. We still term classical the generation of which Pope is the center. And it is to say that the symbol in other respect this name scarcely seems to suit it. So the age of Alexander Pope is also called the classical age. In the history of English literature, the classical age is considered to be longest era. The classical age considered the longest era in the history of English literature, which covers almost more than 110 years. If we divide the age, if we divide ages in the history of English literature, we can start with Chaucer's age, and then we can see the Renaissance, In the history of English literature, the this age is called. There are different names which are given to this age: the classical age, Augustan age, or some call it even pseudo-classical age. It covers almost more than 110 years or 20 years. ये कुछ बातें बता रहा हूँ जो आपको ज़हन नशीन कर लेनी है. You have to keep them in your mind. When we classify the ages, so we find there are different ages like the Renaissance, uh, then we have the Miltonic period, Milton's age, then we have Restoration period, and after Restoration period we have this period which we are talking about right now, which has different names: the Classical age, Augustan age, or the New Classical or Pseudo Classical age. And it is probably the longest era, which covers more than 110 or 20 years. And after this we have Romantic movement, then we have Victorian era, and after Victorian era we have modern literature. About this age, it is said that it begins with Dryden and ends with the death of डॉक्टर जॉनसन. यानी जॉन ड्राइडन से ये स्टार्ट होता है और डॉक्टर जॉनसन की डेथ पर ये खत्म होता है. डॉक्टर जॉनसन डाइड इन 1784. तो उस वक्त जाकर ये प्रॉपरली ये जो एज है ये एंड हो जाता है. एंड दिस एज द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट क्वालिटी ऑफ दिस एज इज व्हाट? Perfection. The writers were trying to become perfect. They were paying more attention to style rather than subject. रोमांटिक जो मूवमेंट थी वो एक्चुअली रिएक्शन था इस एज और इस एरा के खिलाफ. मीन्स इट वाज अ रिएक्शन टू दिस पर्टिकुलर एज. It was a reaction to the age of this particular or to this particular age or era, because this age has literature which does not deal with feelings or emotions. And in this age writers tried their best to make their style to form their style better and better. Means you will find that the writers were making their efforts to make their writing from good to better. They were not paying their attention to subject matter. Reason was dominant on emotions and feelings. You will find here only one uh, मीटर दैट इज कॉल्ड हीरोइक कपलेट. हीरोइक कपलेट का इस्तेमाल ही ज़्यादातर राइटर्स ने किया और दे वर फॉलोइंग रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशंस वेरी स्ट्रिक्टली. आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट द राइटर्स ऑफ दिस पर्टिकुलर एज, द क्लासिकल एज. और ये लोग अपने आप को कंपेयर करते थे कि विद द क्लासिकल राइटर्स, दे बाय फॉलोइंग रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशंस दे आर इक्वल टू द क्लासिकल एज और राइटर्स, और दे आर इक्वल टू द राइटर्स ऑफ किंग ऑगस्टन एज. The most dominant literary form was poetry in the form satire. It was the age of Dryden marked the age of Dryden marked the beginning of a prolonged critical period, and all the tendencies developed in that age, which became more pronounced in the age of pop. और pop के age में जाकर वो बहुत ज़्यादा pronounced हुआ. Any question regarding this one?
सर फॉर्म ऑफ स्टाइल क्या?
सर एक दफा फिर से वो रिपीट कर देना कि इस एरा की जो थे वो स्टाइल में ज्यादा तवज्जो दे रहे थे. वही लाइन एक और दफा.
Remember, this is the age in which style or form both are same thing. Form and style both are same thing. The writers were focusing or paying more attention to style rather than subject. यानी कि subject matter was not important as style was important. They were writing and rewriting, they were revising and re-revising whatever they wrote in order to bring more and more improvement in the style, not in subject. Subject matter was not important for them. Secondly, the writers were confined to city life or town lives. They were not talking about village life. They were not talking about rustic people. They were not talking about, you know, simple people. They were just talking about city lives. They were talking about barons and ladies and some such things. Their topics were not, natural but artificial types of topics. Since they were paying more attention to their writing style, they were paying more attention to their form. So that's why subject matter was not important for them. फिर मैंने आप लोगों को यही बताया कि this is probably the longest age in the history of English literature, and it is dominant by, satire poetry. Poetry in the form satire. सटायर आपको इस सैटरिस्ट आपको इस एज में बहुत मिलेंगे, एंड सटायर पोइट्री और प्रोज दोनों सूरतों में आपको मिलेंगे, लेकिन पोइट्री की सूरत में ज़्यादा आपको मिलेगा इस एज में. John Dryden was a great poet and satirist, and then you will find Alexander Pope. Jonathan Swift was also a great satire, but he wrote satire in prose form. और ये भी मैंने गालिब बताया था कि this age is considered to begin with Dryden and ends with the death of Dr. Johnson. Dr. Johnson died in 1784. Yes. It is also called Augustan age. इसको Augustan age का नाम भी दिया जाता है. Why? Because the age of Pope is because the epitaph classic shows that the poets and critics of this age believed that the works of the writers of classical antiquity presented the best models and the ultimate standards of literary taste. Actually, they thought that the work of classical writers are the best works, and they have set the standard of literary taste. So they were following them blindly. मतलब वो उनको blindly follow कर रहे थे, and they were trying to copy them. But unfortunately, according to many critics, they miscopied them. यानी कि वो उनको इतना copy करने गए कि उन्होंने उनको miscopy कर दिया. यानी कि उन्होंने उनको गलत कॉपी करना शुरू कर दिया. एंड दे कॉल्ड देमसेल्व्स और दे कंसीडर देमसेल्व्स दैट they, they were writing as the writers of the Augustan age were writing. इसीलिए वो अपने आप को Augustan age का भी कहते थे. It also means that they also had little faith in the promptings and guidance of individual genius, and thus much laws and rules were imposed by the authority of the past. तरह तरह के रूल्स और रेगुलेशन उन्होंने अपने ऊपर इम्पोज कर लिए. जैसे दे वर नॉट यूजिंग एनी अदर मीटर बट हीरोइक कपलेट. मीटर में सिर्फ हीरोइक कपलेट का इस्तेमाल करते थे. दे वर नॉट यूजिंग ब्लैंक वर्ड्स, फ्री वर्ड्स और एनी अदर टाइप ऑफ वर्ड्स, बट दे वर जस्ट यूजिंग राइम वर्ड्स. यानी कि हीरोइक कपलेट पर फोकस किया हुआ था. एंड दे वर अदर फॉलोइंग अदर रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशन वेरी स्ट्रिक्टली. यूनिटीज और इन सबको बहुत स्ट्रिक्टली फॉलो कर रहे थे. दे वर ऑल्सो कॉपिंग और फॉलोइंग फ्रेंच राइटर्स. The other epithet Augustan was applied to a term of high praise because those who used to really believed that the age of Augustus was the golden age of Latin structure, Latin literature. Yes, any question regarding this? Yes, no question.
No, sir.
It was a time of political uncertainty and political strife. Politically, they were not stable that time. Uh, it was a time of political strife and uncertainty. Patriotism gave way to intense party feelings. The whole nation was divided for a time into Hanoverians and Jacobites, since the nation was divided not only from political point of view but also from religious point of view. Literature became the handmaid of politics and statecraft. Literature was in the hand of politicians. Politicians जिसको चाहता खरीद लेता और वो उनकी तारीफ बयान करना शुरू कर देता. In respect to social morality, the age of Pope was outwardly more respectable than that of Dryden, but inwardly more rotten. Inwardly बहुत rotten सा हो गया था, खराब सा हो गया था. Nothing mattered greatly so long as appearance of respectability was maintained. Our shame morality is much more worse than open immorality, and it is therefore not surprising that imaginative literature in this age touched a very low point. Patriotism gave way to intense party feeling. I've already mentioned the whole party feeling ज़्यादा अहमियत की हामिल थी. Patriotism जो था वो कम हो गया था. The whole nation was divided from religious point of view as well. Almost all writers could be bought. Even the best of them, with few exceptions, were in the pay or service of one political party. यानी कि हालत ये हो गई थी कि राइटर्स को वो लोग खरीद लिया करते थे और राइटर उन्हीं के गुण गाते थे. Literature became a kind of handmaid of politics and of statecraft. So time of political uncertainty. As I told you, it was a time when style or form was given more importance and uh, paid more attention on style and form. So the literature of the Elizabethan age was inspired by passion and imagination. यानी कि उससे पहले का जो दौर था Elizabethan age, that is also called the Renaissance. So the literature of the that age was inspired by passion and imagination as well. The form was less important than the unrestrained expression of thought and feeling. Form was not much important, form was less important, subject matter was more important. But unfortunately, with the passage of time, passion and emotion, they both cool down. Passion and emotion both cooled down. And then what happened in the 18th century, main attention was paid to the correctness and neatness of expression and the critical rules of art. And 18th century means we are talking about the age of the Pope. We are talking about the age of Alexander Pope, in which more and more attention was paid to correctness and neatness of expression. They were trying to correct things. They were trying to become perfect. They were trying to revise and re-revise one thing again and again. So this is how they paid more attention to the style rather than the subject. सब्जेक्ट मैटर अगर वो उनके पास जो था भी तो वो आर्टिफिशियल चीज टाइप की चीज़ों को डिस्कस किया करते थे और इससे कोई खास चीज समझ में नहीं आती थी एंड द लिटरेचर वाज बिकमिंग वेरी बोरिंग बिकॉज दे वर यूजिंग only one type of meter, that was heroic couplet. Any question regarding this?
No, sir.
Poetry based on reason. More the literature was based on reason means they were talking about reason, wisdom, intellect. अकल की बातों पे बातें किया करते थे कि यार things are related to reason and wisdom should be included in poetry. And later on, Victorian जो romantic poetry थी, you will find over there that romantic poetry, according to Wordsworth, poetry is a spontaneous overflow of powerful feelings. So romantic poets, or they revolted against this kind of poetry. So good sense, according to the poetry of this era, good sense was the leading principle of the age of hope of this age. And good sense means a love of the reasonable and the useful, and a dislike of the extravagant, which is extravagant थी, the mystical and the visionary, उनको वो dislike किया करते थे. और ये चीज बाद में later on these things were liked, and the poets of Victorian era dislike reason and the usefulness. This is seen in the sphere of religion, in which the dominant principles were rationalism and utility. इसको रिलीजन के स्पेयर में देखा गया तो जिसमें rationalism और utility जो था बहुत ज़्यादा अहम था. It was to the reason and to the good sense of their listener that the greatest preachers of this age appeal. Writers tried not to stir the conscience through the feeling, but to convince the intellect. Writers कोशिश अपनी ये करते थे कि वो ज़मीर यानी conscience में ज़मीर, वो ज़मीर के ज़रिए फीलिंग्स यानी फीलिंग्स का ज़मीर के ज़रिए जो है वो एहसास ना हो, ना दिलाया जाए, बट टू कन्विंस द इंटेलेक्ट. वो कोशिश ये करते थे कि वो लोगों के इंटेलेक्ट को जो है वो कन्विंस करने बजाय इसके कि उनको फील करवाए कोई चीज़. All the theological writings of the 18th century show a rationalistic and utilitarian temper. Theologian means religious writing. The same temper marks the literature of the age, और यही चीज़ आपको उस एज की लिटरेचर में मिलेगी, and which shows a similar coldness and lack of feeling and similar tendency towards shallowness in thought and formality in expression. Shallowness in thought यानी thoughts भी उनके shallow हुआ करते, और साथ में फॉर्मेलिटी होती थी, एक्सप्रेशन भी उनके बहुत फॉर्मल हुआ करते. And that is what he said, it is a literature of intelligence, of wit and of fancy. यानी कि इसलिए कहा जाता है कि ये लिटरेचर जो था इंटेलिजेंस का था, wit, sharp mindedness and fancy. इट इज नॉट द लिटरेचर ऑफ इमोशन, पैशन और क्रिएटिव एनर्जी। ये वो लिटरेचर नहीं है जिसमें इमोशन हो, पैशन हो या क्रिएटिव एनर्जी हो। इट इज अ लिटरेचर इन विच spontaneity and simplicity are sacrificed to the prevailing obsession with elegance and correctness। ये वो लिटरेचर है जिसमें स्पॉन्टेनिटी एंड सिंपलिसिटी दोनों को सेक्रीफाइस कर दिए गए। क्यों? फॉर एलिगेंस एंड करेक्टनेस, ताकि एलिगेंस और करेक्टनेस जो है हासिल की जा सके। And it is said that this is true even of poetry, which seldom travel beyond the interest of the narrow world of the town, and which inevitably lack the depth and grasp of essential things। इस तरह आपको इस पोइट्री में जो है असेंशियल जो चीज़ें हैं उसके बारे में भी ज़्यादा पता नहीं चलेगा, और आर्टिफिशियल टाइप के जो चीज़ें हैं विच हैज़ नथिंग टू डू विद रियल लाइफ, वो चीज़ें आपको इस पर सब्जेक्ट के तौर पर मिलेंगी। द डिज़ायर फॉर रिफाइनमेंट इन स्टाइल इज समथिंग दैट लीड टू ऑफन। इसके हवाले से किसी को कुछ पूछना तो मुझसे पूछ सकता है। पोएट्री बेस्ड ऑन रीजन। यस, हरी अप।
Sir, what is meant by regionalistic writing?
रीजनलिस्टिक और रेशनलिस्टिक?
Sorry.
Rationalistic means which deals with your rationale, which deals with your reason, अकल जिसे हम कहते हैं ना, समझदारी से जिसका ताल्लुक है। So they wrote poetry which deals not with emotions or feelings but with our intellect, with our reason। So such kind of poetry they wrote which became very difficult to understand or which also became artificial। यानी कि राइटर जो था वो इंटेलेक्ट पर करता था, वो इंटेलेक्ट पर उसका ज़्यादा डिपेंड करता था रादर देन फीलिंग्स का इजहार नहीं करता था वो, और फीलिंग्स और इमोशंस और क्रिएटिविटी दूर दूर तक नजर नहीं आती थी। यस, yes, any other? Lack of emotion and feelings.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, does this age have something good features or all are demerits?
Actually, there are some, of course, when we have the features, we just talk about the characteristics of the age। अब इसको हम ये थोड़ी कहेंगे ये मेरिट्स हैं या डीमेरिट्स हैं, ये तो अब ज़ाहिर है जो जिस तरह से सोचेगा उस लिहाज से उसको लगेगा। अब मिसाल के तौर पे जब हम इसके बाद वाले एज की बात करते हैं रोमांटिक मूवमेंट की, तो उसमें पता चलता है कि दे ओनली टॉक अबाउट फीलिंग्स एंड इमोशंस एंड नथिंग मोर देन दिस। तो वहाँ भी हमें लगता है कि दे आर टू मच। It is said about this age and the later age that they both were extremists on their own। They focus more on style and writing and perfection, and the later one focus more on emotions, feelings, and they did not include anything else regarding their age। इस एज में भी आप देखिएगा कि इन्होंने अपने एज के बारे में कुछ ये नॉर्मली नहीं बताते, just talk about trivial things, unimportant matters। So there are definitely some merits and there are many demerits as well। फिर एज पर डिपेंड करता है। मिसाल के तौर पे आजकल का जो लिटरेचर है, व्हाट डू यू से अबाउट मॉडर्न लिटरेचर, जो आजकल का लिटरेचर उसके बारे में आप क्या कहते हैं? लिटरेचर इंक्लूड्स फिल्म, ड्रामास, शॉर्ट स्टोरीज, ऑल दिस आर द पार्ट ऑफ लिटरेचर।
Sir, modern age include the feelings and emotions.
How
But
do you
here
think?
there is
What kind of feelings and emotions they include? Can you give me any example? Can you give me any example from any literature?
there are number of novels and which we studied the poetry, so we find the romanticism, the feelings as we study the novel The first novel I forgot. Yes, Pride and Prejudice. So we
Pride and
find
Prejudice.
the
Excuse me, Pride and Prejudice is not a modern novel. It is 19th century novel. I'm talking about 20th century. If you talk about modern work, so modern work will we don't have right now modern work. अभी हम लोग को स्टडी नहीं कर रहे हैं आने वाले 10 20 25 सालों में हो सकता है वो आपके कोर्स कैसा बने तो आप देखिएगा अब हमारे पास जो लिटरेचर है वो क्या है इट इज टोटली डिवॉइड ऑफ realism. You will not find realism. For example, in films and movies, we have stories which have nothing to do with real life. We have characters who are supernatural characters. We have science fiction movies. All these things are the based on technology, which have nothing to do with real life. ऐसे है कि नहीं? तो लोगों को
Sir, survive that.
modern age में people are writers are exploiting or actors or you can say producers are exploiting things they are just earning money they are not teaching any lesson they are not delivering any kind of didactic lesson they are just trying to convince people अब इंडियन उसमें आप देख लें मूवीज में क्या चीजें हो रही है ठीक है इंग्लिश मूवीज को आप देख लें टोटली या तो हॉरर मूवीज बनाएंगे वो लोग या तो एक्शन मूवीज बनाएंगे बट देयर इज नो सच मूवी व्हिच कैरीज एनी लेसन तो ये एक्चुअली एज का भी टेम्पर होता है ज़ाहिर कमर्शियल बेस पे जिसको जैसे पैसे जिसको जैसे लग रहा है कि वो पैसे कमा रहा है तो वो लिहाज से भी चल रहा होता है लेकिन बहुत से राइटर्स होते हैं वो पैसों के लिए नहीं लिखते और बहुत से राइटर्स होते हैं वो दे राइट फॉर मनी इस तरह से एज को भी देखा जाता है एज ऑल्सो प्लेज अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट रोल तो हम चूंकि उस एज में है नहीं उस एज में ये चीज़ें उन लोगों को अच्छी लग रही थी लेकिन जब बाद वाले दौर के लोग आए तो उन्होंने देखा क्या ये चीज़ें तो उनमें ये मसाइल है ये खामियाँ हैं तो क्रिटिसाइज किया जाता है लेटर ऑन बाद में lack of emotions and feelings it is a literature in which spontaneity and simplicity are sacrificed it is true even of poetry which drew much of its material from the politics of time ज़्यादातर जो मटेरियल ऑफ पॉलिटिक्स ऑफ टाइम यानी उस वक्त के पॉलिटिक्स से ये ड्रीव करते थे such poetry unavoidably lack the depth and grasp of essential things which alone can lend prominence to literature. तो पोइट्री में तो कोई भी टॉपिक जो है पोइट्री का संबंध होता है एनीथिंग कैन बी अ टॉपिक ऑफ पोइट्री so unfortunately what happens that when essential things are lacking then there is no depth in poetry there is no depth in uh, you know or feeling in such poetry तो ये जो थी उस दौर में थी इमोशंस और फीलिंग्स जो याद रखिएगा एलिजाबेथन पोइट्री में और लिटरेचर में इमोशंस भी थे फीलिंग्स भी थे थॉट्स भी थे जबकि इस दौर की पोइट्री और लिटरेचर में आपको इमोशन फीलिंग्स कम मिलेंगे या ना होने के बराबर मिलेंगे जबकि आपको इस दौर की पोइट्री में रीज़न विजडम और थॉट्स का इस्तेमाल ज़्यादा मिलेगा लिटरेचर ऑफ कॉमन सेंस Augustan literature reflects faithfully the character of the age. It was a time marked by negation of faith. ये देखिएगा ये चीज़ें negation of faith, absence of enthusiasm, social and religious conformity to the conventionalities of respectability, shallow rationalistic or theistic philosophy, and an absorption in town life, the exclusion of the healthier interest of the country. So these were the characteristics and these were the things which were marked by this age. It is a literature of common sense which has been expressed in the following well-known couplet by Pope. Pope ने इसको बड़ा शानदार तरीके से बताया था क्या कहा था Pope ने true wit is nature to advantage dressed what often was thought but never so well expressed. So he's talking about true wit. क्या असल में जो wit होता है वो होता है क्या है wit means sharp mindedness. So common sense, literature of common sense. No simplicity and naturalness. Extreme devotion to form जब एक ही चीज़ आपके पास होगा एक ही मीटर आपको फॉलो करना होगा आपके पास वैरायटी नहीं होगी and you are bound to rules and regulations so you will do what you will become devoid you will become devoted to form and you will love supernatural polish and this love of supernatural polish led to the establishment of a highly artificial and conventional style which presently become stereotype into a regular traditional poetic diction. तो इससे क्या हुआ, कन्वेंशनल स्टाइल डेवलप हो गया, सिंप्लिसिटी एंड नेचुरलनेस डिसअपियर। जो एक सिंप्लिसिटी होती है और नेचुरलनेस होती है शायरी में या वर्क में, वो खत्म हो गई बिफोर द ग्रोथ ऑफ अ फॉल्स कंसेप्शन ऑफ रिफाइनमेंट, और फॉल्स कंसेप्शन ऑफ रिफाइनमेंट जो है वो उसकी ग्रोथ शुरू होगी। Grandiloquent phrases and pompous circumlocutions, they were substituted for plain and direct expression. Plain और direct expressions होते नहीं थे और बहुत हाई फाई किस्म के phrases वगैरह इस्तेमाल होना शुरू हो गए। सिवाय एक आध स्टूडेंट के कोई पार्टिसिपेट नहीं कर रहा, ये भी एक बहुत ही अजीब और गरीब बात है कि स्टूडेंट्स आर डू नॉट पार्टिसिपेट। और गालिबन मैंने लास्ट वीक आप लोगों से कहा भी था कि यू मस्ट बाय दिस बुक, एंड दिस बुक इज अवेलेबल फ्रॉम उर्दू बाजार, यू शुड गो देयर एंड बाय दिस बुक। और ये किताब कोई ज़्यादा महंगी नहीं है, 150 रुपये की किताब मिलेगी, तो उसको आप खरीद लीजिएगा। इसके बाद जॉन डन की पॉइंट्स होंगी उनको हम पढ़ेंगे, तो काइंडली यू शुड बाय दिस बुक। तो इसके मैं आपको क्या इंडाउट दूँ, यू शुड बाय दिस बुक फ्रॉम द बाजार, फ्रॉम उर्दू बाजार। वहाँ पे आपको ज़मीर बुक शॉप मिलेगी जहाँ से आपको ये किताब मिल जाएगी 150 रुपये में या 200 में। यूज ऑफ हीरोइक
सर
कपलेट्स,
ये
यस।
उर्दू बाजार तो बहुत दूर पड़ती है सर, यहाँ हम मलिर में रहते हैं, तो जो लोग दूर रहते हैं वो कैसे परचेज करें सर?
यार एक दफ़ा तो बंदा चला जाए ना मलिर से उर्दू बाजार, कोई इतना टाइम भी नहीं लगता, थोड़ा तकलीफ उठा के ले जाएगा, आधा घंटा के बाद है मरबत बस पे बैठ जाएगा। आपको यूनिवर्सिटी भी तो आते थे ना मलिर से यार, तो मरबत बस से उसको पकड़ लीजिएगा और वो आपको इंशाल्लाह उर्दू बाजार में ड्रॉप कर देगी। ठीक है, तो
ठीक है सर।
आज भी जा सकते हैं, नहीं तो कल चले जाएगा। 11 बजे मार्केट 10-11 बजे खुल जाती है और शाम 5-6 बजे तक रहती है आजकल खुली। तो ये किताब ले लीजिएगा, इससे आपको फ़ायदा हो जाएगा। इसके बाद हम करेंगे जॉन डन की कुछ पोएम्स, ठीक है, लव पोएम्स को हम करेंगे जॉन डन की। तो इस तरह से हमारा एक कोर्स जो है ये एंड होगा। So I have already mentioned the dates of your presentation, and inshallah tonight or tomorrow I will mention the date of literature teaching of literature presentation date as well. और इसकी अहमियत को ये बता चुका हूँ और उम्मीद है कि अब आपको समझ आ चुका होगा प्रेजेंटेशन की क्या अहमियत है और वो आपके लिए कितना इम्पोर्टेंट रोल प्ले करेगा। Use of heroic couplets. Classical poetry employed the close couplet as the only possible form in poetry. Close couplet means heroic couplet. The supremacy of the close couplet is an important feature of it. याद रखिएगा रेनेसां पोइट्री में जो मीटर इस्तेमाल हो रहा था, दैट वाज ब्लैंक वर्स। वर्स फॉर्म जो इस्तेमाल की जा रही थी पोइट्री में, दैट वाज ब्लैंक वर्स। So here in this particular age they were following only one meter, and it was heroic couplet. जो भी था वो इसी को लिख रहे थे, and Alexander Pope almost made it perfect. He used it so much that he made it almost perfect. Due to its epigrammatic terseness, this form lent itself admirably to the kind of poetry that was then popular. But in the long run, it became monotonous and found to be too narrow and inflexible to be made the vehicle of a high passion or strong imagination. तो ये heroic couplet का इस्तेमाल बहुत ज़्यादा किया और almost इसको perfect करने की कोशिश की। Is that clear? So these were the characteristics of this particular age, which you should remember. अब हम इंशाल्लाह करेंगे, we will discuss Rape of the Lock poem. हम इस poem को discuss करेंगे, and remember it is a very interesting poem. The Rape of the Lock was written with the object of bringing about a reconciliation between two families which had fallen out with each other over a trivial incident. दो families के दरमियान reconciliation का एक वाक़या था जिसमें दो characters बहुत अहम है, बेलिंडा का character and Baron का character. And what is this all about? This is actually about a lock that was cut by the Baron. और उस lock की क्या अहमियत थी, तो इंशाल्लाह we'll discuss it in the next session. And the next session, shall I record send you the recordings of the session, or shall I conduct the session right now? What do you say?
Sir, record the lecture.
Record कर दें क्योंकि मुझे I am also feeling not well. ठीक है, so inshallah we'll meet tomorrow. I'll try to record it tonight, right? The third session, and that session will be now of the text. हम text को inshallah पढ़ेंगे of the rape of the log. It's a very interesting poem, बहुत interesting poem. When you read it, you will enjoy it a lot, right? So kindly आप लोग जो है इस किताब को परचेज कर लें, और ये जिसकी जो पोएम है टेक्स्ट जो है वो अवेलेबल है नेट पर भी, यू कैन गेट इट फ्रॉम द नेट एज वेल. Let me take your attendance, please. Any question?
No, sir.
No, sir. No, sir.
We have only 2 minutes. Then inshallah, I will try to record the third lecture of today's this week, and that will be of the text को इंशाल्लाह हम शुरू करेंगे, तो काइंडली आप उसको देखिएगा, and I will try to record it tonight if it is possible, and then I'll send it tomorrow. And tomorrow we will have inshallah class sessions of literature, teaching of literature.
Sir, we won't study the text of Paradise Lost.
Yeah, we will study the text from Paradise Lost, and the text of no, not from the Paradise Lost. There were some issues actually, that's why you can't, difficult. कौन आप explain करेगा, कौन चीज़ों को define करेगा, तो सेफ साइड ये कि हम इसको देख लें, हमारे पास चॉइस है, तो इस चॉइस को फिर मैंने लिया, and this poem is very interesting from this point of view as well. So inshallah we'll do this one, the rape of the log, and then love poems of Jordan. Any other question? Hurry up, you have only 1 minute. किसी को कोई सवाल से करना तो जल्दी से पूछ ले. Only 1 minute you are left with. Yes, few seconds are left here. That's all.